Andy, to get us started, how about if you light the vigil?
The vigil.
And there it is.
Yep.
It's official. We shall have a good podcast.
I feel
The
better.
energy level, I feel the energy level is
Yeah, I
already
do too.
better than last week. And to bring the energy level down, the very thing, we challenged each other last week to a quiz off. I assigned history and geography to you two, and I did math. I'm telling you, I did a very basic math quiz. You should get 7 out of 7.
That scares me even more because I am
Yeah.
so freaking bad at math.
I'm telling you, this is how I feel. I will get 0 of 14. If you guys did 7 questions, history and geography, I will get 0.
6.
I promise you, I will get 0.
Are these questions like about math terms and concepts, or do I have to actually do math?
You're going to have to do math.
Dude, I dread this. Like, this is my worst nightmare.
So here's I'm going to read
hate
them out
this.
on air while you're doing the quiz, and when I'm done reading them, you have to be done with the quiz. They're that
I
simple.
seriously think people are going to think
So-
less of me after this.
So here's the quiz.
Oh, no.
Okay, and I'm going to read these out loud while you're going. So question number
I don't
1.
know that at all.
Question number 1. Shut up. You do too.
The hell I do.
Question number 1. What is the next prime number
Oh, this is terrible.
after 13?
I don't know. I'm going to Google it.
Knock it off. If
I don't
you-
know that.
Then you don't know. You do too know it. Think about it.
I don't.
How do you not?
Because I'm
Okay,
terrible at
This is how I'm going to feel during geography. What comes around goes around. So,
Okay.
what is the next prime number after 13? Question number 2. What is 1/8 plus 1/2
Oh, Jesus.
plus
You say
3/4
these are easy.
plus 3/8? This one's easy. You just group them. I have
Can't-
$40.
I'm like nervous.
Question number 3. I have $40.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
By what percentage must my money grow to have $52? That was question number 3. I have $40. By
does he
what
think this
percentage
stuff is
must my
easy?
money grow to have $52? Write the number 4.25%
I'm quitting the
as a
podcast.
decimal.
I got 1.
How many degrees are in a right angle? And then I'll read these again, and you guys can read off your answers.
Oh, God.
It's honestly like the having to do it on the spot that's making me totally spin out.
I'm telling you, I'm going to feel the same way during both of your quizzes, and it'll be... Andy's using his fingers, which is fine.
Yep.
What is 1.075 as a percentage? And then the last question is, reduce the fraction 14/21 to its simplest form. It's an easy one. I see your paper, and you've got most of them right.
Yeah, the top 3 I don't have an answer for.
I left the number 3 one to last because that's very similar to the question you asked the other day.
Yeah, I tried to get one similar.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys another minute or so to finish this up because it's probably making for bad podcast radio,
Yeah.
and then we'll go through them one by one.
If they could sense
Can
my
we go through
fear,
'em?
they would.
Yeah, I don't
Sure.
care.
Okay, so the first question is, what is the next prime number after 13? Does anybody know?
No.
17.
It is 17.
Yep, had no idea that.
It is 17. Okay, this one is pretty easy if you just group them together. What is 1/8 plus 1/2 plus 3/4 plus 3/8? I would just take the 3/8 plus the 1/8 to end up with another half.
Right.
So then you have a half and a half and
One
a
and
3/4
yeah.
to get 1 3/4.
See, I would have got there, but that one was the one that I had to look at a little bit longer than what I felt I had time for.
So you gave up on that one?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have $40. Mm-hmm. By what percentage must my money grow to have $52?
I just wrote C because if you don't know on a test, the best thing is just
He's not
let him
wrong.
put in
C.
C.
Yeah,
Yep.
best percentage there.
It's close.
I didn't answer that one. 'cause
Do you know, Tim?
I ran out of time.
No, I did not answer
It's
that one.
30%. 30% of 40 would be $12.
I honestly
and then you'd
feel
have
like
$52.
I feel like my wife, that is a math teacher, won't be home when I get there. Now, if she hears this, she's gonna leave me after this.
What is? Can you please write the 4.25% as a decimal?
0.0425.
That is correct.
Yep.
I got one.
Okay. How many degrees are in a right angle?
Yes.
Yeah, this one
Go ahead, Andy.
90 degrees.
Yes.
Correct. Write the number 1.075 as a percentage.
107.5%.
That is also correct.
Got those ones.
Reduce the fraction 14/21 to its simplest form.
You got this one too. 2/3.
Yes, I got that one as well.
So you got 5 or 6.
I got 4.
I got 6 out of 7.
Okay. I will
four?
get
I didn't answer the first three.
I will get zero. I will get
panicked.
0 on you guys' quiz.
I was
promise you.
I was in a bad state of mind for the first three. I was coming into it with low confidence and spinning out.
Yeah. They say you're supposed to smile before you go into a test because otherwise,
Interesting.
then you just your anxiety's real high.
Maybe that's what
are
happened
you going
to me
next?
in school. Sure. You guys want to
Okay.
do geography next?
Yeah. Do I need
Okay.
We got 6 questions for geography.
6 questions for geography.
Golly. I'm telling you I'll get a 0.
All right.
Is this like U.S. geography or worldwide?
Worldwide.
Oh, I'm so screwed.
So do we answer our question and then you give the we both write down our answers and then you give the answer?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll do that.
That's probably gonna make better podcasting.
Okay.
I think if this would have been Wisconsin geography, I'd have been confident.
There is one from Wisconsin I put in
United
here.
States geography, I'd have felt like I could have got like
Yeah.
1/3 of them
I did
right.
search Wisconsin geography, and they all seemed like really, really easy.
No, I want a true geography quiz.
Okay.
I will get 1 at best out of 7.
All right.
Out of 6.
Name the only country through which both the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn pass. This was 5th grade
The only
geography.
country?
I might
Yes.
have this.
Through which both the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn pass.
Okay.
I did this one because I actually remembered this from like a geography bee back in the day. Okay.
No, it's
All right. What is the hottest desert in the world?
Is this a trick question, like one of those puns, like the hottest desert in the
No.
world? Oh, okay.
Straight back. All right. You
Hottest
good on that?
desert. No.
Which
I
sea?
only know one desert, so should I just
write
write
it,
that one
yes.
down?
Which sea in northern Europe is bounded by several countries, including Sweden, Finland, Poland, and Germany?
Okay.
I'm just naming
No.
the
Yeah,
only
yeah,
ones I know. No, quit looking.
Which country is Luxembourg the capital of?
Oh my God. How do I not know this? Stop it.
Andy, no.
No, I'm making sure
Okay.
the audio's still going.
All right.
Oh my goodness. I'm an idiot. I'm not even reading my answers out loud. They're
All
so
right.
bad.
In which country would you be in if you were visiting the Taj Mahal? Did you get that one?
Maybe.
Yeah. All right, and then the Wisconsin trivia. What is the deepest inland lake in Wisconsin?
The deepest inland lake?
Yes.
Oh, I know this too.
You do.
I
You know
do.
this one.
I don't
I think we
do.
talked about it.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
All right.
I'm screwed. Hold on, because I'm still thinking about that desert.
He's on question number 2 yet.
I just can't. I know what that one is too, and I can't remember.
All right.
I don't think I did very well on this. I didn't have time to
I
study.
would have done bad too. These are hard.
Okay,
I mean,
so number 1. What did
yep.
you put?
What is the only country through which the equator and tropic
Okay,
of Capricorn
we both have to
pass?
say our answers because if they're stupid, then it's going to be funny.
Okay, count to 3.
1, 2.
Well, not at the same
3.
time. Go ahead.
Brazil.
I said also Brazil.
You got it right.
Hey!
Yeah, good job, you guys. All right, hottest desert in the world, Jeff.
Well, I wrote Sahara, but I know that's not right. It's something. That's
I wrote
not
Death
it.
Valley.
It is the Sahara.
Oh, it is.
He's 2 for 2.
Wow.
All right,
I got this one wrong.
which sea?
The Mediterranean.
The Baltic Sea.
The Baltic Sea. Good job, Andy.
That was wrong.
All right, which country is
This is
Luxembourg
so
the capital
embarrassing.
of?
This is so
This is
embarrassing.
kind of a trick question.
It's
You say-
not a cap. I don't know.
You say first.
I didn't write it. I just wrote the
It's
word.
okay not to know.
I wrote Scotland.
It's the capital of Luxembourg.
That's what I wrote down. But
Yeah, it is the capital of Luxembourg. Luxembourg is the capital of Luxembourg. Okay, in which country would you be in visiting the Taj Mahal?
India.
India.
Correct. Good job.
I don't
All right.
know that lake.
Deepest lake.
I said Winnebago
Final
because I
stopping
don't.
ground.
I don't
Green
know.
Lake.
Oh, Green Lake.
237 feet deep. That's deep.
Winnebago's really shallow.
Extremely.
All right, Andy.
right.
Yours is history.
History.
Okay, so wait, I got 1, 2. I got 3 out of 6 right. I got a 50% on
Nice.
that. I would bet on history. I will score a 0. I will score a 0 in history.
I'm nervous for this because I
This was
like
my-
history and I'm
this
going
was
to be
my
embarrassed.
worst subject in school.
Really?
By far.
But you love like antiques and
By
stuff.
far. Well, I wish they would have asked me about Red Wing Crocs and old signs.
Yeah.
Okay. Which ancient king
Oh gosh.
is known for having a round table?
Come on.
Oh, really?
That's like.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm just gonna name a king.
The invention of the telephone is generally credited to whom?
I think I got this one. I think I know that one.
Where would you
strong.
find the Colosseum?
Oh, okay. That's almost more geography.
Kind of.
Yeah. but I'll take it. How many are there? 6 or 7?
I'm gonna do 7. That's
Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
How many stripes does the American flag have?
Nice. Nice.
That's number 4.
Yeah. You told me to go easy.
Yeah, I appreciate this because
Yeah, I
it
know
make
it.
me look as dumb as I thought I was.
It's kind of like a confidence booster.
In
now. I
which
need this.
which civilization did the first Olympic Games take place? Where was the very first Olympic Games?
This is trick because this is the answer to 2 questions, maybe.
That's what I wrote too. Okay.
Which country gifted us the Statue of Liberty?
I just changed my number 5 question to a different answer.
Did you get that one?
Yeah,
The Statue of
yeah.
Okay. And then what year was the Declaration of Independence signed?
If anyone gets that wrong, go home.
it. I don't even know. I'm drawing a blank. Like I know it, but
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm feeling confident on these.
I think that's it.
okay.
But I think I'm confusing it with when Columbus discovered America.
Which ancient
I don't know why that's so funny, but it is.
Yeah, that's funny to you.
which ancient king was famous for his round table?
King Arthur.
King Arthur and his Knights of the
Yeah,
Round
that's
Table.
what I
Arthur's
put too.
Oh, did you?
No, I
he
put
put-
Henry.
King Henry. Okay. The inventor of the telephone, generally credited to whom?
Watson, I hope.
Bell.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Oh, I thought he said Watson. Come here.
That was Sherlock Holmes.
No, you might be right about. No, that was the
Bell
phonograph.
said to Watson, "Come here."
Bell invented it.
I was going
that
to put
wasn't the-
Bell, and then I
okay.
was like, "No, it was."
Okay. It was
So
Alexander
I'm
Graham
over
Bell.
2.
Where would you find the Colosseum?
Rome.
Rome.
Rome is correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Which one did I do next?
No,
Four
the
stripes.
flag 13.
Oh, yeah. How many stripes does the flag have?
13.
13.
For the original colonies.
Correct. Very good. Then what was the next one?
It was.
Where was the first Olympic Games?
thing you did.
Greece.
I put Rome first, but then I changed it to Greece.
Greece is correct.
Yeah. Okay, so I got that.
Who gave us the Statue of Liberty?
Oui.
France?
The French.
France is correct.
Got that
did
one right.
good.
And
Oh gosh.
When was the Declaration of Independence signed, Jeff?
1776.
Yep, that's what I had.
No. No. He had
No, the best part is he said he confused it for
when-
Columbus discovered America.
And what year did you write for when Columbus discovered America?
No, I know that Columbus discovered America in 1492.
Okay.
But then I thought that we
He wrote
decided. Then I thought we signed the Declaration of Independence in 1892.
Okay.
400 years later. I just thought it made sense.
Do you know what year the Civil
As
War
soon
was?
as you said 1776, I knew that was right.
yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm an idiot because it's on a quarter.
I got 7 for 7. Thanks for the self-esteem boost.
There you go.
Oh, gosh.
Appreciate that.
That was horrible. That was so painful.
Now you know
Never
how I
doing
felt
that
during the
again.
math.
Never doing that again. Well, the good thing is that the University of Wisconsin extended the ACT and SAT exemptions for 2 more years.
Thank God.
Perfect
So
segue.
idiots like us can get in.
We could get into college finally.
Oh, I would have taken advantage of that. I would have applied to some bigger, more prestigious schools.
Did we? So I don't understand what the exemption is. Like, what do you mean? Like, you don't have to have those tests
Yeah.
to get in?
Yeah.
So what are they basing it on? Merit?
Everything else?
yeah.
GPA? Yeah. Your
Basically, everything that they should be basing it on.
extracurriculars. Yeah.
They shouldn't. I don't think you should be basing your college entrance on one test.
I agree.
I
I was really bad at them, that's why.
I agree and disagree. I mean, because like I was a horrible student, like horrible. Like if it was just based on my transcripts, I wouldn't have gotten into UW Parkside.
But you were good at testing?
Yeah, like I
Really?
knew enough to go in and get like a 23 on the ACT.
See, I was exact opposite. I was good in
Yep.
schooling and stuff,
Yep.
and as I did with the math thing, I panicked during quizzes, during tests. Start getting the sweats, and it goes bad.
Well, if they did it on like extracurriculars, like I was involved in a lot of that. But then I would have contested that. Well, see, because I'm in so many extracurriculars, that's why I don't have time to study.
I like that logic.
Yep, I would have used
Smart.
that logic on them.
And see, it's that type of savvy that gets you into college.
So,
And did you throw Parkside under the bus again?
Did I? Do
You're
I
like-
do I
you said-
regularly?
you said. Well, but you did. I don't. I think you did once upon a time.
It's the only one that comes to mind.
Then they're at the bottom of the heap for you, huh?
I guess. I don't know.
Apparently they are, without even you knowing it.
Because the only thing when I want to say UW something and I try and pick the bottom of the UW chain, Parkside comes to mind. What other UWs are there that would come to
Well,
mind?
back in over in my neck of the woods, we had a little
Here's
rhyme.
we're about to
We had a
offend
little
people.
rhyme, yeah, that said, when in doubt,
Go to Stout.
go to Stout. And if you can't get in there, go to Eau Claire. And if you can't rhyme, go to River Falls.
That's
I had
funny.
to think about that for like as long as it took me to figure out when they signed the Declaration of Independence.
So you still haven't got there?
1776. I'm so embarrassed.
Well, you were alive for the big was it Centennial then in 1970 or the
Bicentennial?
Bicentennial, yeah.
1976.
I was 4. Don't make it sound like I should know because I was celebrating the bicentennial when I was 4.
Sorry.
It struck a nerve there.
Karen came down.
Karen's early.
Yeah,
I like
well,
that.
thank goodness she missed our quiz. I think she would have gotten more right than I did. Karen, I took Karen to.
Can we each ask Karen one question from our list?
I would fail.
Okay.
No, you wouldn't.
Karen also.
How many stripes are on the American flag?
That's an easy one. You got this, Karen.
How many stripes are on the American flag?
She's using her fingers. The pink
She's-
one.
I wanna say
the pink one, the
12.
green
She's
one.
counting the original colonies on her hand.
No, 13. 13.
13 is
I got
correct.
that one.
I
Yeah.
was
so
gonna
she,
say
so
12.
so she got one of yours right. You give her one of yours.
Okay. I'll give her the one in Wisconsin. What is the deepest?
No,
Okay.
because
Sorry,
Andy and I
sorry.
both got
Yeah.
that wrong.
All right. What is
Give
the
her one.
hottest desert in the world?
Sahara.
Correct.
She's okay. Now I got to give her. What is the next prime number after 13?
I had to cheat to pass math in school.
Thank
so,
you. Me too. Gosh.
What is the next prime number after what?
13. This is on the spot worse than you guys were.
Yeah, it is.
She's so far she's batting 100% though.
She doesn't look
19.
panicked.
Nope,
Close.
17.
Cut you.
Yep.
Yep.
Good try though.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we all failed.
Immediately
So-
before this podcast, there was a commotion upstairs because Karen scared the hell out of
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
It's not hard to do.
It isn't hard to do, but it's the same.
But you
to
said
her.
that's a thing you guys do back and forth to each other.
We try. Yep. Because she's super easy to scare too. And I'm very easy to scare. But she tries all the time and
Yeah.
fails probably like 75% of the time. But she got me good this morning. Yeah, I even.
He screamed like a little girl.
We heard that.
Good
Yeah,
girl.
we heard
Yeah.
that.
Yes. Screamed loud.
All right.
Loud and hard.
So where are we at this week?
We're in Baraboo, which is where the axe throwing champions came from. The Baraboo Burger Company.
Sounds good.
It does, doesn't it?
I love burgers.
4 point. Me too. Aaron's Pub and Grub in Eagle River, Wisconsin. Best burger I ever ate in the Northwoods a couple
Really?
weeks ago. Yep. It was a mushroom garlic burger. So it had Parmesan cheese on it.
yeah.
It was delicious on a hoagie roll. Anyway, Baraboo Burger Company, 1,330 4.6 star reviews.
There you go.
Karen went there 5 months ago and all hell broke loose.
I have told the staff several times that I have a tomato food allergy. It's serious enough to have an EpiPen, yet half the food that comes out has them on. When even my husband's food that comes with mine cannot have it on it, yet they disregard it. It's sad because the food is wonderful, but when I can't eat it because I'm scared, like, pay attention. I know it sucks to make. I'm sorry. I tip very well for the annoyance. It's ridiculous.
I love this review, and I don't know
I-
why.
there's a lot to this one.
How can you be allergic to tomatoes? What's in a tomato?
And why is she mad at the restaurant for her husband ordering food with tomatoes?
No, she's saying like even her husband's food. So if you go there, Andy and I are husband and wife. Andy's allergic to tomatoes.
It's a dream come true.
If I order a hamburger, it can't have tomatoes either. That's what
Right.
she's saying.
Right.
So when they're telling
Yep.
the
That-
server,
his tomatoes
no
are-
tomatoes on anything, either dish. Because if I look at my husband's tomato, I need my EpiPen.
Okay, and she can't eat it because she's sacred.
Yes, I told Karen to switch it to scared.
Oh, yeah. Because I'm too sacred.
Yep.
I've never heard of a tomato allergy.
No, there's tomatoes in everything.
Will you Google tomato allergy?
I don't
quick?
want to because I feel like with most allergies like this, they're all just made up.
Oh man, you're just throwing Karen right under the bus. But I had to laugh because because she said half the dishes there come with tomatoes. Okay. Then go somewhere else. Like, why are you choosing a restaurant where half the dishes, by your own admittance, come with tomatoes?
Or order one from the other half.
It says that tomato allergies are extremely rare. An individual with a tomato allergy is also prone to allergic reactions to other nightshades, including potatoes, tobacco, and eggplant.
That's what I was wondering
Wow.
because a tomato seems so similar to so many other fruits and vegetables that I was wondering exactly that. But I didn't realize tobacco and eggplant fell in that category. Yeah. So she shouldn't chew Kodiak. She does not want eggplant parm.
No.
And a salad, no tomatoes.
No, or potatoes. That was in there.
Potatoes
Twice
suck,
baked,
too. That's
mashed, it doesn't
French
matter.
fries.
But it would be frustrating, I think, to be a restaurant owner in this day and age when everybody's
well,
got something
that's what I mean.
that they
It's
can't
just-
eat, and
yes.
they got to be dairy free and gluten free and egg free and
A lot of hang-ups out there.
and
right now.
vegan and gluten free. It just
We
like
took a friend of Emily's to Florida with us one year. She was like 13, 14, and she had a gluten allergy. She couldn't even eat food that was prepared in like the same pot or same grill as
sucks.
things with gluten.
and it was a legit gluten allergy because a lot of people that cut gluten out, it's just a fad.
You don't know
don't
how
know.
happy you're making me by saying that.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying it's like I don't know how you could run a restaurant. To your point,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah. It'd be
I
really
would
hard.
say we should start a restaurant that just advertises if you have food allergies, don't come
Yeah.
here because we don't care.
Yep.
And that sounds brutal.
Everything's got gluten and dairy in it.
Or we start a restaurant that is perfect for everyone, and it's just called free because everything's free, and it's just a piece of
Gluten-free.
lettuce that you get on your plate, and that's it.
Is there a lettuce allergy?
I-
Celery and lettuce seem clear. There should be
I
no
feel like
such-
I tried to pass that off as a kid.
celery and lettuce.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't eat that broccoli. I am allergic. Deathly allergic.
To
Get that away.
And I'm not dismissing like legitimate allergies. I guess. What do we care? I am dismissing legitimate, but like a peanut allergy seems to be a thing. Like people
Oh, that's
choke
a
and
real
die
thing.
in movies when they
Yeah.
eat a peanut.
Yeah.
That's But all the other allergies, I'm calling.
Not
bull-
much on lettuce allergies.
Yeah. So we can serve lettuce. Mm-hmm. Cool. Let us do this. Let us do it.
Let us rejoice in our new restaurant.
There you go.
So anyway, Baraboo Burger Company, if you're ever there, half of the dishes have tomatoes. So if you've got that rare tomato allergy, just stay away from the Baraboo Burger Company.
Yep.
Karen threw me off because she came down so early because we have a lot of stories left. I was going to go from the UW exemption to right into the UW women's volleyball team made it to the quarterfinals again. I actually watched this on
Oh, did you?
Saturday night,
Nice.
was it? Or Sunday night? Saturday night, I think.
Their game against Minnesota?
I did.
Yeah,
Yep.
nice.
Gosh,
they
they're-
swept
they're a
them
good team.
Three. Yeah, they are good. But the problem is it Louisville or Kentucky?
Louisville, I think. They play
Louisville is.
They got the 1 seed, yeah.
Yeah, they're.
And they're really good.
I love watching women's volleyball. I don't know why. I just think they're so good at it, and it's. The only thing I don't like is when did Rally? Have they always Rally scored women's volleyball?
No. That changed in, not that long ago, relatively. 15 years ago, maybe.
So rally
Even if
scoring,
that.
for those of you who don't know, is you get a point every time there's essentially a side out.
Yep. Every
There's
time
no
the
such
ball
thing
hits
as a side
every
out
time the ball hits the floor, somebody
Someone
gets
gets
a
a
point.
point.
Yep.
Correct, and you play to 25.
Did they do that just so games would go quicker?
Yeah, it does make it a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
It
You
does,
think it does?
It changes the pace of a game a lot.
It
yeah.
changes the pace of the game, but I liked the old school when you're serving, you can score, and then you roll it back under the net, and the other team can score. I don't like the idea that like it's 1918, and now all of a sudden I spiked it, and all of a sudden now it's 1919. I don't like that. I don't know. When I wasn't serving, if I spike
Right.
it, I get the point for that.
Right.
That's what earns you the right to score again. I like earning the right to score.
I can
in
see both
volleyball.
sides of this. Yeah,
Yeah, that
Well, you see both sides of the net on this?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
yeah, it was that way. They did their
Because you
normal.
can see through the net.
They did the normal scoring when
You can see under the net.
I can.
Okay, move on.
Finally, you can finish.
No,
Andy tried 4 times
know.
to say, but we were making net puns about your height and.
Their transparency.
Yeah.
So
So anyway,
good luck to
when
the
do
Badgers.
They play tonight, I think.
They play on Thursday.
Thursday.
Who do they play?
Louisville.
Louisville.
Very
Yeah,
good.
right
they're,
away.
They're
Oh, I
in their
suppose, 'cause they're
bracket.
the
Is it
4
like,
seed?
Is it like
Yeah.
Baylor, Louisville, Wisconsin, and who else?
I didn't see the whole. I didn't look at the other side of the bracket.
Well, Wisconsin's the 4 seed, which is how they ended up against Louisville, the 1 seed, because the 2 and 3 seeds are in the other bracket. I think
Sure,
the top
sure,
4
sure.
seeds are what's left. I believe 1, 2, 3, and 4 are left.
I believe you're right.
It doesn't matter if you can't find.
Well, that's cool. Good luck.
we
get after
normally
it.
don't talk about sports.
It was number 1 Louisville versus number 4 Wisconsin, and then number 4 Pittsburgh versus number 10 Nebraska.
Oh,
Oh.
Nebraska coming in strong on the number 10
did
spot.
somebody beat? I thought it was Baylor. Maybe one of those teams beat Baylor. Maybe I'm not even close. Maybe Baylor doesn't even have a volleyball team.
Oh, I think they do. Yeah, they do have a really good volleyball team. Their volleyball team is one of the best. So you're close.
So
Where do we go from
if you're
here?
coming to Wisconsin
Yeah.
for a volleyball game
Mm-hmm.
and you have a hemp certification to
Sure.
inspect hemp,
Sure.
we've got a spot for you.
Yeah, we need you.
We need you
as a matter
here.
of fact.
We need certified hemp inspectors. What does a hemp inspector do, Andrew?
I don't know. They inspect the hemp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on.
No.
Then.
Well, I think.
Do you know what they do?
Well, if you smoke hemp, it gives you one hell of a headache, from what I've heard. So I think they just roll a whole bunch of joints, and then if they get a headache, they say this is hemp and
You're
not
an idiot.
marijuana.
You're an idiot.
No, they test the THC levels in it. I'm guessing.
They go around to make sure that the things you're growing in your field
Yep.
is not.
You have to take certain amount of samples within an acreage, and then you test it to make sure it's under the THC levels to be required as hemp. If it's above that,
So we can grow hemp in Wisconsin, but
Yep.
not
Yes, you can.
Mary J-wana.
right.
I wonder
correct.
how much hemp do we grow? Is our growing season long enough?
In 2020, there was roughly 1,500 growers in the state, so quite a few. In 2021, my number went down. We're at about 800 growers. But I've seen some of the fields; they're pretty big. I mean, it's like where you'd picture soybean fields and stuff. They were growing hemp.
I got a cousin that got into it, and unfortunately, because there was a boom. It was
Yeah.
everyone was trying to cash in on the CBD
Yep.
market because it was, and then there was too many. There was a flood of the market.
So
And
he did not-
He ended up with a lot of crop that he's now sitting on because he couldn't sell it to distributors and dealers.
I can see that
The
as
name
soon
of
as it
his
was
farm,
approved.
Growers Not Showers?
I think it was showers, not growers.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
So what, you say he's sitting on it, so he's got hemp just piled up like waiting?
No,
Like a
it's
throne?
It's been extracted, I believe, into the oil because I think he does. I think you do that.
I'm confused. So like, I thought that there was two crops here. I thought there was hemp as like a make rope and clothing, and then so do you extract the oil and
From
then
the
just
hemp, yeah.
toss the rest?
No, you can. I think you can then use the hemp
For fabric and
Yeah.
stuff like that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But so
there
the
might be a
point
pile
here
of-
has nothing to do with the plant and everything to do with the oil.
I think right now that's what the trend is. Big time. Yeah.
When it was first approved hemp in the state of Wisconsin, CBD was where the money was at. So most people were growing it for.
So does
the
your
oil.
cousin have like a 55-gallon drum of hemp oil just sitting in his garage?
Yeah,
or
maybe.
That's kind of cool.
does it go bad, I wonder?
I don't think so. No.
You think maybe you'll get a little jar of it for Christmas?
Ooh. Little Christmas CBD oil.
I've never ever seen, touched, smelled, used CBD oil. Does anybody here?
I've never CBD'd, but I have.
There's a lot of people who swear by it.
I have grown hemp.
Eric's doing it right now.
Is he for real?
No, I don't. No, he has though. I think.
I want to hear an opinion on CBD if he's willing to come over, because there's a lot of people who swear by it for a lot of different things.
Talked to a lot of people who have used it, and they swear by it.
Eric?
Yeah.
Come here, Eric.
I grew hemp. It was interesting.
in college or
greenhouse.
in your
Former employment.
in your oh you used to clarify. Tim did work at a place that grew stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder
Yeah,
how much work
legally.
it takes to become a hemp. What was it?
Is his
Hemp
mic on?
inspector. It is now.
Yeah, it said it's just a free online course.
Have you ever
Oh,
used
I know.
CBD?
If it's like a lucrative thing here, I'm like,
Let's do
sign
it.
me
I
up.
have
Yeah,
used
I'll drive
CBD.
around
What
to
do
some
you use
fields,
it
and
for?
You know, I was just trying it out.
that's how everyone starts.
Yeah,
It's a gateway.
It's a gateway. to
I've
try it
tried.
out.
I've probably
Peer
tried,
pressure made me try CBD.
I've tried
out.
probably 3 or 4 brands,
Hmm.
and
What form?
I in oil.
What are you like ingesting it, or
Yeah,
are
you,
you?
you like you take like a dropper full.
You've been rubbing it in your one eye.
Both.
So what?
I don't really
Are you
feel-
using it to mellow out, or like what is? What is?
Is it supposed to be for anxiety and things like that, or?
I thought it was.
Yeah, I don't really. I couldn't. I don't get.
Because
much
isn't
from
there
it, to be
like
honest.
application specific things too? Like if like you have like a bum knee or something, you can like rub it on your knee, or is that
There's
like a
some of that
topical
too,
use?
This
Yeah.
one, they have. There's this one company that has like lotions and stuff.
You rub the lotion on your skin,
Oh, you're gonna get the hose
or
again.
else you get the hose again.
That sounds more
Rub the
like,
lotion on your skin.
I can honestly say
sounded
that
more like a
I-
Muppet than Buffalo Bill.
I don't feel.
rubs the
I
lotion on
don't think
her
I got anything from it.
Interesting.
To be honest.
So the review from Eric is, man.
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah.
That's
all
good
right.
to know.
So yeah, there you have it.
Thanks, Eric, for your insight on CBD. Before you leave,
Well, he heard all the answers. I
did he?
think.
Did
I
you
know.
hear our questions?
I heard all the answers.
Oh, go away.
It's been a while. He probably forgot. Eric,
What's the
which
deepest lake in Wisconsin?
Green Lake.
Correct.
Yeah. Wow. What a genius. Bye, Eric.
Goodbye.
See ya.
What is 30% of 40? See,
An idiot.
He just fell over.
he's so dumb. Yeah. I like this story. Medford School dispels the rumor of turning off the heat.
Yeah, there were some rumors going around that they were trying to save some money on the energy bill.
It's amazing.
No,
This is
it
news.
just comes down to the heater was broke, or it just sucky at heating the school. What was the final answer? Just we're not turning the heat off.
Well, I think it was a story that turned into a story, like, because I think it was like, hey, we're going to regulate the classroom temperatures so teachers aren't jacking it up. So I think you can't put it above 68. I think was the
68 to 70.
I think was the memo they sent out to teachers, and I'm guessing that got spun to, well, we can't even turn the heat on, or now that they're keeping it at classroom at 50 degrees. I think it spiraled into.
Yeah.
When I was in school, the thermostats were behind little cages that were locked,
Yeah.
and only the janitors had a key.
Yep.
So my
Yep.
6th grade teacher, Mr. Brewster, the high school office had Dixie cups full of ice, and if you fell on the playground or whatever, they'd give you a Dixie cup
yeah.
of ice. So he'd take the Dixie cups of ice, put them in a saran wrap or a bag, and put it on top of the thermostat until it would kick on
Yeah.
to keep his classroom warm because he didn't have access to it. I mean,
That's
I
some
remember,
good ingenuity.
I vividly remember to this day, he'd be like, "Anyone else cold? Anyone else cold?" And then he'd go get a Dixie cup of ice.
See
and
the
put it on
things he
top of
taught
the
you?
thermostat.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's really good.
There was one time we were rehearsing for band, and we were out in one of the like a little warming room, kind of outside the band room, and it had a thermostat in it, but it was set real low because it was on the outskirts, outside of the school, and we broke it, and it was making a hissing noise, but the temperature got up to like 85, 90, so we were nice and cozy. Broke it right off the wall. Eventually,
Intentionally.
yeah. We
You're
had
a bad kid.
we were intending to rig it to turn on, and then ended up breaking it. So it was not all that intentional. And then
you get caught?
We had to tell somebody. It was hissing like it was. We thought it was going to explode.
blowing out gas.
But so they're not turning
it
down the heat.
burnt.
The rumor was that the district was going to force classrooms to turn their heat down to 50 degrees or turn it off completely to save on gas bills.
Well, the people in Medford blew this story out of proportion, but one story that wasn't blown out of proportion is the Preble students who threatened to shoot. Was it their own classmates?
Up a school, just the school
Yeah,
in
they were
general.
going to shoot up a school because they posted this to social media, I think.
Yep.
Because they thought it would be.
Quote, funny. Yeah.
End quote.
2 kids, 16 and 15, put posts on Instagram threatening of a school shooting at Preble High School. And when it was investigated, they ended up turning themselves in and said that they just did it because they thought it would be funny, and we wanted to see what people's reactions would be.
I
How
was
stupid can
I was
you
a
be?
dumb kid, but I don't think I was that dumb. Like in today's world, you're going to get in trouble.
That's
for
what I
something
don't.
like that.
What's the question in people's reactions? You know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should know what's going to happen by now.
Yeah. So,
Since
real smart.
It would have been an experiment in your day, when pre-school shootings, pre-9/11,
Well, there was no
to see
social-
what kind of reaction you'd get.
It's like the second time he's called you old.
You wouldn't have been able to disseminate the information in any way. Seriously,
Right.
like what would you have done? Write it on the mirror in the bathroom?
It's usually a stall in the
With
bathroom.
lipstick?
Yeah. For a good time, call Jeff.
Yep.
That's still. I heard that's still on the bathroom mirror. With my old 5463435 number, that was my landline when I was a kid.
Interesting.
Yep. Since we're on the high school route, the Middleton coach says the pandemic contributes to lopsided sports scores.
Yeah, well, his team whooped up on. He's a coach for Verona, and they played Janesville Parker, and they won with the score of 106-11.
Well, wasn't Parker the school where the kids did something similarly equivalently dumb to
Isn't
the
that-
shooting thing?
Yeah. Kyle's alma mater.
Yeah. What was?
Yeah.
Oh, that was where they dressed up.
As gangsters.
Yeah, as gangsters.
Yeah.
So they beat him
106 to
Was
11.
Was that Janesville Parker? Was that?
or was it Craig?
No, it was Craig's. I mean, it was Kyle's high school.
No, Janesville Craig or Janesville Parker.
I think it's Parker. Almost positive.
Doesn't matter.
Well, anyway-
That's a pretty lopsided score.
Yeah. I mean,
111 to 7. What'd you say?
11.
106-11.
106 to
And
11.
they blamed the pandemic on that whooping.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw a recent Three Lakes High School sports score that I was a little surprised by. It was like 70 to 11.
Yeah.
Didn't I?
We beat a team when I was in high school, 101 to 32.
Wow.
That's
I
pretty
don't
bad.
ever remember. Well, I didn't play basketball, so I wouldn't know.
Well, according to this, there's
I remember getting beat in football like 107 to 11.
Yeah, that'll stick with you.
According to this, there's no hard feelings from either side.
Oh.
The team that won 100 and something, he was playing. He only had like what I'd say maybe 10 girls or something like that, and he was playing the bottom. Everybody,
I thought this is girls
yeah,
basketball.
everybody scored double digits. I mean, he put in the bottom. They didn't press. That's just what it was. He blamed the pandemic, saying that there were teams that weren't able to play last year and fell further behind, and there were some really, really good programs that were able to get further ahead. So the disparity of teams has just gotten bigger,
widened the gap.
which I think is absolutely true. I
agree.
I would agree to that.
And when you start getting down that far, like the kids aren't even playing anymore. I can see how it just escalates.
Well,
Not good.
I think this is my favorite story of the week.
Okay.
Chicken found at Park Falls True Value.
I liked this one as well.
Well, that's big doings there in Park Falls. Yeah. They found a chicken. That's the story? This is in the news?
That's it.
I
That
like
was
how
the
they
story.
found the chicken, though.
Well, what's funny to me is like if you went into Tractor Supply and said, "Hey, we found a chicken in Tractor Supply." Well, they sell chickens,
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Well, little guy just got out.
This little guy was pecking at the salt on the outside, and it was causing the automatic door to keep opening.
Yeah.
He wasn't technically in the store.
No.
He was outside the store eating salt.
My favorite part of the story is the very bottom. It says in smaller print, "If this is your chicken, contact the Park Falls Police." That's my favorite part.
You know, you need to put chips in your chickens, like those microchips that they can
yeah.
flick in your dogs.
That would
Chicken chips.
That would be a funny scene as the worker at the Park Falls, at the desk counting screws and nails, and all of a sudden the door opens and closes.
You think maybe
Nothing.
it was
Opens and
leftover?
closes,
Someone
opens.
was doing the donkey or the horse thing of Salvation Army, and they
Yeah.
forgot their chicken. They were
Maybe.
trying to use that.
Chicken was out there trying to pedal for the Salvation Army.
Yep.
He had a little red kettle, and there's a.
No, you better do the right transition here.
I am. Well, I think I am. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Now I'm scared.
I'm scared too. I was gonna go right into the cat declawing.
Oh, we were just talking about
Oh, the
this,
Salvation Army.
this chicken raising money for the Salvation Army and the donkey for the Salvation Army, which should have led you into the Green Bay Packers are going to auction off to fill Salvation Army red kettles.
I crossed that one off because I thought it was a dumb story. But go ahead.
Oh.
So that's why I didn't go to it.
You just totally bursted his bubble.
The Green Bay Packers are going to auction off to fill Salvation Army kettles.
That's the whole story.
No,
Well, they're-
that's why I can't.
I thought it was cool that they're auctioning off not only autographed items but Zoom meet and greets with
Yeah, I
Devontae
think that's
Adams,
cool.
Kenny Clark, Randall Cobb, AJ Dillon, Aaron Jones, and Alan Lazard.
That's kind of neat.
I thought
So
that'd
you
be
could
cool.
Talk with them.
Alan the Lizard. Mm-hmm. I was fine with it. I just thought like that was the extent of the story. But go ahead, since it's
Well,
like you
that's
can
it.
win these
That's
cool
it.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Auction off these cool things.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Go ahead. Move on to your cats.
Okay.
I liked
Speaking
this-
of cats.
I liked this story as well. The Madison Common Council approves ban of elective cat declawing. I saw this story earlier this week, and I had it on my list for the podgenda.
Okay, now this is like I have a house cat and I want it declawed.
Yes.
And now that's illegal?
That's the way I understand it.
This has been like a big controversy for years. Some people are strongly against declawing a cat.
But why is this filtrating into town local government?
I don't know.
And how would they enforce this?
Yeah, I don't
There's
know. Well, 'cause
no way
you couldn't
to
have a
enforce it.
veterinarian.
Are
they would
they-
ban them from doing
Yeah,
it.
are they saying that it's cruel and inhumane? What is the
Yeah.
They're saying it's inhumane because it essentially is removing the last bone of each of the cat's toes. So it's like removing body parts. My argument to that is you neuter your cat, you're removing their balls. But everyone's fine with that.
I just
I
thought
don't
this.
see a problem with this, with cat declawing. If you're gonna have a cat in your house, I don't know.
Some people are strongly against it.
I didn't see it either. I thought it was really weird when I saw this earlier in the week. The first thing I thought of was again enforcement, and like why would you can take your cat to DeForest, right outside of Madison, and somebody can chop its claws off. Then if you get caught with it in your home, is there a fine? I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird that they feel the need to step that the local
exactly.
government feels the need to step in
Exactly.
and make
There's
a statement.
Thank
There's a
you.
lot of vets that refuse to do it right now anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just nailed it with what you just said. That was the way I felt. Like government needs to step in and say, no, you are not going to declaw your cat. Cats have a right to choose. It's a cat's right to choose if they want to have
My
those
cat
claws.
told me it wants its claws gone.
My cat only wanted the left side because he's right-handed. He wanted to keep his right hand. But
He wanted to be able to like play with things and not hurt them with his right hand,
Right.
and then he wanted to be able to just kill with his left hand.
Yeah.
Wow, that was weird. There's a Rhinelander woman who decorated the White House for Christmas.
that's kind of cool.
How did
Yeah.
she end up there?
Do you know the story?
It just said that she's always been into decoration and in this case, creating some really cool looking like homemade
So
ornaments.
she makes her own ornaments?
Yeah, and they're pretty cool. They're very intricate. And she was able to decorate the tree that was in the White House, and then eventually she got to meet the First Lady, and she even has two of her ornaments on the president's personal Christmas tree now.
Wow.
I'm surprised that we still have a tree in the White House.
Yeah, after the debacle last year. in
That
the
was
Capitol.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those ornaments remind me. So when I was a kid growing up, my mom made ornaments, and they weren't similar to that, but they were similar to that. Velvet. You take a styrofoam ball, like the size of a baseball.
Yeah.
You get them at a hobby store, and then you cover them in like cloth, or silk, or velvet, and then you We had probably 20 of them, and then you like take pins, like sewing pins, push not like thumbtacks, but pins that have like the small head on them, and you push like pearls and
That's kind of
little.
cool.
Yeah, we had a bunch of them. I wonder if she still has them, but they were very intricate.
Yep,
Not
and-
like that, but not far off.
Yeah, for those of you that can see the video, we do have our balls out here on
Yeah, we all have our balls out.
Little,
very festive.
very red.
Yeah, we all have one single red ball out for Christmas.
Well, good for her. Decorating the White House tree. Looks pretty good on a resume.
Do you know what I want under my tree for Christmas?
I
An
don't know if I
electric
want to know.
motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
You do?
Well, I really don't. So don't splurge and put an electric motorcycle
Oh,
under my
I was
tree.
just about to buy one.
Ooh,
But
we're gonna have to cancel that, Tim.
Harley
Yep.
takes its electric motorcycle company public. I didn't realize that this company was independent of Harley Davidson.
I think that's the. I don't. Was it before this? I think that was the point of this, was to separate it out.
Harley Davidson's stock ticker symbol. Do either one of you know it without looking?
No.
HD, I'm guessing.
Nope.
It's not.
HOG.
Oh, really?
Hog.
Hog. I'm pretty sure it is.
Now, do these electric bikes come with a Bluetooth speaker on the back that plays Harley sounds?
I don't think so.
So they still have the
I don't
noise?
think so. So what's the new company?
Livewire. We did.
I did know that.
We talked about
Yeah.
that at one
Was
point.
was this in that competition for like coolest thing made in Wisconsin? The Livewire?
Mm.
I don't know.
I don't.
That we
think
talked
so.
about this,
We
and I
did,
don't
we
remember
did.
what context. So Livewire is now a totally separate company.
Seems like it. Yeah.
I wonder if they did this because. So I guess if it took off, it would enhance the Harley shares, but if it dives, it would hurt the Harley shares. I wonder if that's the reason.
Protection of Harley. A little
I don't
bit.
know.
Yeah.
Because like Rivian right now, those shares are going bonkers. Obviously Tesla goes bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
I would think, I don't know how the electric motorcycle market's going to work out, but so Livewire is now its own company with
Yep.
its own stock.
And it says valuing the enterprise that has been part of Harley for 10 years, so at 1.77 billion
on its own.
on its own. Yeah.
I would
And
think that would have to hurt Harley stocks.
Harley stocks are up 12% as of Monday.
Because the Harley guys are happy that they're not associated with electric motorcycles anymore.
Right.
I don't know.
Are
Interesting.
Livewires actually available for sale?
Well, it says they've been a part of the Milwaukee motorcycle maker for 10 years. So
Well, maybe they've been working on like the engineering of it, but can you actually buy one? Because I don't know that are they for sale?
I'm looking.
How much are they?
Livewire motor.
Starting at $21,999.
So they are for sale. I guess I
22 grand.
I kind of do want one for Christmas now. If you guys want to get me one.
I just canceled it. Now you want me to? Oh,
Yeah, I
gosh.
know.
You know, I was good up to 20 grand for you, but the 22 I just can't.
Yeah,
swing
I
that.
get it.
That's just a
I thought
little
Andy
much.
was going to pay for half. Maybe our sponsor, RuggedGear.com, could pay for half, and then Jolly Good would grab the other half.
Getting one of those in like a jolly good color.
Yeah,
Oh, like a cream soda bike or something?
Yeah.
a cream soda sponsored. Oh, those are kind of cool.
Yeah, they look cool.
So those are for sale for $22,000.
This one that I clicked on here starts at $29,799.
Sure.
That's a lot of money for a motorcycle.
Yeah. 146 miles of battery life.
They look really good though.
Thanks.
I'm not a motorcycle rider. Are either of you?
No.
No,
Well, the last story I guess we should cover is
we don't have to cover it much because on last week's thing, I had a guy from Altoona who had his 12th OWI, and
Yeah.
we kind of glossed over that.
But this guy has 50% more, which is how many more, Andrew? He has 50% more than 12.
I could have got this one.
He
This
has
one was easy.
50% more than 12.
yeah, because 50% of 12 is 6, and 6 plus 12 is 18. This guy
And
has
this guy
18.
has 18.
This is the guy we
DUIs.
talked about last year, right?
Green Bay man gets no. These are all different people. We have never talked about the same DU guy twice.
Yeah, this is Wallace Bowers. I don't think we've ever talked about Wallace
I think this is
Bowers.
a guy we talked about a year ago, and he
No.
just finally got convicted.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really? I don't think so.
I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I thought when I
He
read
had
it.
3 in the same year. Is it in that story? He
Uh,
had 3 in like 2018. This is
Trying to
so
find-
funny, not funny.
Yeah.
Like, how can you be?
Now, is this a thing in other states? Like, do we hear about people
sure. How's it
in
not?
Oklahoma getting their 17th OWI? And
Google 18 OWIs Oklahoma.
Or just, yeah.
Florida man, I'm sure there's a Florida man with 18.
See, we know that guy's face.
Oh, we do know his face.
It's the same dude.
Yeah, that is him.
That's him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, all right.
I remember that little
Yeah,
scab
that
head
is
on
him.
one of our milk cartons.
Yeah, you're right. That is him. So it is the same guy.
I think he just finally got convicted, and so the story is that he gets 5 years in prison for his 18th OWI.
Well, at least he's going to go on a sobriety streak.
He's 74, so he'll if he comes out, he'll be 79.
That was an easy math question that you just nailed.
I see. I was trying to prove
Attaboy.
myself there.
18 DUIs, Oklahoma? No such thing?
I Googled 18 DUIs Oklahoma, and it gave me a couple stories about the Oklahoma DMV, and then it took me to stories about Wisconsin.
No way.
I was going to look up, here's states with the most DUIs.
Oh, we're shaded dark.
Yeah,
Dark is bad.
We're not as dark
It's
as...
the Dakotas and
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
According to this data, 2.27% of drivers around the country have a citation for a DUI. Let's see. I want to know by state. States with the most DUIs. We are number 4.
Yeah.
North Dakota, number 1. Wyoming, number 2. South Dakota, number 3. Wisconsin, number 4. And Alaska, number 5.
You know what I like to think about those states? We just enforce it better. We just enforce our drunk driving laws more. Doesn't mean we have more drunks per capita. It just means we have better law enforcement. Right? See, there's two sides to every story. You hadn't considered that, have you?
But if we had better law enforcement, wouldn't more people be caught?
Well, we do. Most DUIs means you're getting caught, right?
So you think we're actually lower, or we could actually be lower?
Right. If
Okay.
we just reel in our law enforcement a little bit, we could be last in DUIs, which would make us look really good, right?
I did find a story of a man in Minnesota who finally lost license after 28th DUI.
Whoa!
Oh
no
my
way.
God.
Yeah,
Goodness.
I searched most Deweys ever.
Well, Minnesota's number 6 on the list with states.
Well,
with the most-
he's single-handedly bringing them up.
the one common thread here is that these are
is
Midwest.
Go ahead.
You can.
Well, I was going to say these are all cold weather states.
Cold weather Midwest states.
North
Yeah.
Dakota, Wyoming, South Dakota,
Yep.
Wisconsin, Alaska, Minnesota, Idaho, Montana, Nebraska, and Iowa. Yeah.
This
We
story.
drink to stay warm.
This is a story that's I can't say it's confirmed. It's more of a speculation, but it says surprisingly South Dakota may have been home to a potential record holder, appropriately named Dr. DUI or Mr. DUI.
Oh.
Jerry Zeller is rumored to have racked up an astonishing 30-plus DUI arrests. So South Dakota,
How do you get to that point?
one by one, man.
Just take it a day at a time.
Golly.
Oh, Zeller eventually fell asleep with a lit cigarette, which caused his house to burn and killed him.
Is this real?
I don't know. I'm reading.
It's on the internet.
It's
It
got to
must
be, right? Yeah.
He's from one of the Dakotas, you said?
South Dakota.
Sodak. Wow.
Yeah, it's because this time of year it gets cold and there's not much to do but just drink yourself to sleep.
Yep. It's that false sense of warming that alcohol provides that we all just love.
Speaking of which, why don't you pass me the leap?
Take a horn, Tim. Merry Christmas.
Well,
Now-
are we in next week?
Yeah.
I am, yeah.
Yeah,
But
okay.
now could next week potentially be it?
Maybe. Be a game time decision. Next week will be a recap episode, though.
Okay.
So for those of you who don't understand, it's burnt. For those of you who don't understand that we talked about the man who has 18 DUIs
Yeah.
already because we had his picture on a milk carton.
Sovereignty
We-
and
so,
such.
yeah, we will recap what we all believe are the most interesting stories of 2021 and talk about if we're going to do this again in 2022.
All right.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
And good night.